Hey guys, so sorry about that. Hey guys, what's going on? It's been quite a while since I made a video. I don't remember my last video. I had other videos made, but I really just didn't put them up because I've been working on stuff and finals came up. But finals are finally over, so now I can enjoy my summer vacation. Besides that, I really wanted to make this video today because I feel like I haven't been able to express my story at all, because I feel like I haven't really been able to talk to anybody about it besides myself, because I don't know, I try to come up with like tidbits of it, like with my Monroe story. Things are starting to change around in terms of the story, not like drastically, everything's still the same. There's probably like minor details are changing, but I also wanted to talk to you guys about it because there's a little bit of a change when it comes to everything, and I really feel like I haven't talked about my story in general, which I really want to, because I think that's a really big part of the hobby that I would love to express with you guys. And I am here with Luxury, and Luxury is my mini Merlin. She got new eyes recently, and let me see if I can show you, and they're like piercing, like boom. She's a star. I love how serious she's gotten, like way more serious than before. But besides that, so let's start with my story. So I'm going in between two major stories. I'm talking about one major story that I have going on, which is going to be my MSD minifee-esque army. And I say minifee X because not all of them might be minifees, but a majority of them will be minifies. So I kind of have two canons going on. They're both related to each other very much so, but one I've been developing as of recently. By the way, I'm sorry, this is going to be a pretty long video, because I really haven't talked about it at all, and I don't know, so stick around if you want to. I just wanted to give you a heads up now, because I feel like if I didn't, you guys would be like, so, yeah, like I was saying, there's two canons. So there's my SD canon that I'm working on, and I've already come up with a lot of stuff, which I would like to talk about in an update video that I'll probably make next week, probably like early next week. And there's this canon now that Luxury and my other two minifees are a part of. So I would like to call this the Aubrey Academy canon, because it's kind of like an Academy-esque situation. So basically, what's going on is that my canon for the Aubrey canon is full of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 main characters altogether. Not necessarily in all of them are like crazy important, but they all play a role in the story that I'm able to convey, which means 9 dolls that are MSD. Ooh. I plan to get most of them, which would probably be a feat. But I think I would really love to like have everybody. So I don't know. I know 8 seems like a lot, but not a lot. It can seem like a lot to some people, and then it can seem like a lot to some other people. But I have, as of now, I have 4, because I bought Dev, and he's on his way. And I also had a Rhea that was supposed to be my Renee that I was doing a layaway for, but that just ended up not working out, sadly, which kind of sucks. But I've been thinking about another sculpt for her anyway, so you win some, you lose some. So all the characters that I'm gonna list now are in the canon. Some of them you will know because they're here, like her, and some of them you won't know. So there's Monroe, which is, you know, my minifee Chloe that I kind of started the channel with. Then there's Luxury right here, is minifee Merwin. Then there's Ferguson, which is the Karsh. Then there's Yoyo, who was my Limhua Sujan, but she didn't work out, so now she's going to be a different doll. I was planning to get her by the end of this year, get her again, but I really don't know how that all works out. So, because I've been thinking about doing a lot of things with her, because I really don't know which sculpt I want for her now anymore. I know I don't want anything that's very different from the minifee style. That's why I was thinking of you know what, but I'm also maybe thinking about getting a jury. I don't know what type of jury, but I know they're kind of expensive, so and I don't know how that's gonna work out. Then there's Dev, who's my incoming minifee mirror that I should be getting in July. Yay! He's kind of like my girl. Then there's Armani, who was my minifee Halloween event head that I have. He's probably going to be sharing a body with Dev for a little bit until I get him his own body. He's right now Armani's off for face up at the last one at the doll shop with my friend Hooper Cross. She is awesome. And she almost had him done, but then something I guess didn't work out with the sealant, so it's okay. I mean, I can wait. Then there's Everett. Everett is a character that I usually bring up a lot, but I really don't talk about her a lot. It's like I bring her up about like a lot, and then I don't talk about her, and I don't have her. She plays another major role, so I would want to get her sometime soon, but I don't know which kind of sculpt I was looking for when it comes to her, because I was thinking more of a tan minifee. I want her to be a tan minifee, of course. But I also was thinking, I don't know, probably a Rin, because I want that cute side, but I want to exploit that cute side. So I don't know, because I'll be able to get into her character a little bit later on. But I'm just listing everything. And then there's Roman. Roman is a very mysterious boy character that I have no clue what's going on with him. All I know is that he's Monroe's love interest, and he also has some other mysterious things that I would like to tell you about that I kind of learned from Monroe, but she really hasn't told me much either. So I feel like all the stuff that I learn about Roman comes from Monroe, and Monroe's kind of a sleaze bag. So then I have Renee. Renee is the doll that was going to be my minifee Rhea, who I thought was the main character, but that didn't work out. And I'm thinking about a different sculpt anyway, so that kind of works out. She is going to be the main character of how this whole story goes. It's mostly the story is told all through her, besides other parts of the story that are kind of like mini-sodes, kind of like nothing crazy. But usually most things will go through her, and she'll tell me like what's going on, and I'll tell you guys. But since I don't have her now, everything's kind of like clumbered, and I'm trying to learn things myself, but I feel like she's the one that's, telling me everything. So in this school, there is a program. There we go. I was thinking of the word. There's a program, and the program is called the PERF program. The PERF program consists of students who are extremely talented in what subject that they're doing, that is mostly related to related arts and or sports. And there's also, extras, like medical field and such. Because it's a very high-ass school that is located in California. I'm thinking about a suburbia in California. I'm sorry. And with that, everybody here, except for Roman, is considered a perf, and with being a perf in this program, you basically are taught strenuously by trade about your subject that you excel in already, and you'll learn more about the subject and about the careers and such. And and it's basically guaranteed that your success rate after the school is basically at a 99.9% chance. So basically this whole story is basically about these guys, and they're basically all perfs. So Monroe, who's my mini Chloe, is a perf, and she specializes in music, and she's vocals because she wants to be a, music artist / musician. Her favorite genres are mostly rap and R&B and hip hop. Her grandfather thinks otherwise. Her grandfather has a vendetta against her, but I've talked about that a little bit. I haven't really gone in depth about it, but I plan to soon, probably most likely over the summer when I have more time to think about this stuff. Luxury is specializing in performing arts, and it's dance. And Luxury is also a performer / music artist, but she did not qualify for music and vocals, unlike Monroe, because Monroe has more of an ability to reach out to everybody more than Luxury, who is indeed talented, but she just doesn't have that ability to reach like Monroe does, which is why they kind of have a little rivalry going on that kind of spirals out. It's like a weird spiral, which leads into other situations. Then you have Ferguson. Ferguson is sports, and his main sports that he plays is basketball and soccer. Him and Luxury are twins. They kind of resemble each other now more than ever, with like my placement of eyes and such. They're kind of both weird. Ferguson has more of that that douchebaggish vibe, while Luxury is very prissy. Even though they're twins, they kind of separated. They're kind of brought up with different gatherings because Luxury's been through a lot of stuff too. While Ferguson has been treated more of the perfect child in the family. That's gonna go more places, even though they're both at the same school and they both have a success rate of 99.9%. But that's just how life is sometimes. Then there's Yoyo, who was my Lim Hasu John, not anymore. Her specialty is photography. She is a model, and she also does cheerleading for Aubreygram Academy's cheerleading squad. There's kind of big story about that about how the cheerleading squad thing happened. I'll probably talk about it later. It's like all in my mind, but it's just like it's hard to express it, so I'm kind of giving brief generalizations of every type of character. But yeah, she's basically Monroe's side piece. I mean, not side piece as in relationship wise, like side piece as in like best friend, companion. But Yoyo later kind of develops feelings for Monroe, but that's when Monroe meets Roman. That's all I know so far. So kind of things go south for Yoyo. Then there's Dev, who's my incoming minifee leader. His program specialty is game design and graphic arts. Dev kind of resembles me a lot in a lot of ways, more than my other characters, even though I always like to have a little bit of them as part of my story, so I don't know how that all works out. But he is kind of in a relationship with Ferguson. I'm sorry, I thought I heard something. So it's kind of a weird situation. Not weird, but it's kind of like new to both of them. So I don't know how that all works out. But then there's Armani. Armani is an environmentalist. His perf is in environmentalism and medical. So that's kind of like the perfect setup for a Mori boy, which is kind of what I was going for. So he's just gonna be really cute, and he also kind of has a crush on Jet. He is one of those characters that doesn't reveal much about himself, which he has like a really fucked up past. I haven't really been able to talk about it because it's kind of like weird, and I'm kind of like weirded out to talk about it. So I don't know. I probably may be able to express it later. Then there is Everett, who she was supposed to be a perf when it comes to performing arts and acting when it comes to comedy, but she's been through a troubled past with basically the industry, Hollywood industry, where she was kind of abused, literally sexually, emotionally abused. So she was able to pick up something else, and she ended up doing volleyball because she's really good at it. So she's a sports character. Then there is Renee, and Renee is the main character. She is a performing arts and drama, and she knows basically everything that is to know about drama. But I'll get into her right now. That would sound serious, like right now. But when it comes to Renee, oops, sorry, there's a little button going on. When it comes to Renee, she has a special ability which is known as being a dream walker. And in this whole entire canon and the other canon, there are things called dream weavers and dream walkers, but there's also nightmare weavers and nightmare walkers. Renee is a dream walker, while in my other canon I have a dream weaver. As a dream walker, she's able to she's able to talk to the dream gods, which is kind of going into more of a folklore that I could like get into because I really like dream folklore, but I don't know, it's just too much for you guys. It's not too much, it's just too much for me to talk about. Plus it's already like 18 minutes now. I said this is gonna be a long video, guys. And with that, she is able to communicate through them because she was born originally in Russia, so she has a big heavy accent even when going there. But then she gets figured out, which leads her to black out when someone finds out that she's a dream walker. And like the dream gods, dream goddesses, they send her away to Aubrey. And in Aubrey, she really doesn't have a direct mission from the gods because, she's basically your average girl. But she has gone through a lot of pain and suffering with being a dream walker because usually dream walkers go through a lot of pain and sadness because you're going through everybody's dreams, and some people don't have the best dreams. I'm not saying they're having nightmares, but sometimes dreams can be emotional, good or bad. So what happens is that she was able to go through everybody else's dreams, which are called dream sequences. I put up one where it was more of Monroe's first dream sequence, which is the first dream sequence that I've ever put up everywhere, which is kind of like part of a photo story. I have way more coming in terms of photo stories about dream sequences and nightmare sequences, because there are nightmare sequences, Um, um, Renee thought that one of Luxury's dreams was, actually a dream, but it ended up being that it was a full-blown nightmare. And there's kind of a little thing going on between Luxury and her nightmare sequences, because she does have a couple. She is the only character that has nightmare sequences instead of dream sequences, which is kind of weird. But I don't know why that happens, but I haven't been answered to why that happens. I forgot one thing. So when it comes to the story, there's basically, a timeline which goes from their freshman year to their senior year of Auburn Academy, which in total should be 4 years. For people that don't know, I live in America, so we go through freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. So that's kind of how it works out here. I don't know where it works out everywhere else, but that's kind of how it works here. I think there is a beyond when it comes to that Aubrey High School, canon. I usually say high school or say academy. I don't know. It's whatever. There's a lot going on, especially when it comes to senior year, involving Dev and everybody else. Most importantly, Dev, which leads to something really tragic. Not saying that he dies or anything, but there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I kind of just cut it off at senior year, not thinking about anything else, because a lot of successful things have been going on senior year, but then there's just a lot of drama that also goes on senior year. So hopefully I'll be able to talk to you guys about it. But I feel like when it comes to talking to you guys about that, I feel like I kind of need more of everybody here to be able to talk about it, especially Renee. But with Renee, I haven't been able to find the sculpt that I desire most that resembles Renee. So I am kind of in deadlock. So I can only give you this much amount of information for now. I feel like I can give you more later, but I feel like once I have Renee and I have Dev and probably Yoyo and Everett, I'll be able to, which is basically everybody except for Roman. Once I have everybody except for Roman, I'll be able to talk more freely about what is going on. So that should be it. I plan to make an update video next week, like I said before in the video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to say as much as I can, because there's some things I don't know about the story. And if you have any inputs or have anything to say about the story, that'd be great. I would love to hear it, because I love getting questions and being able to find out more about what's going on in the story. Because I feel like me doing this by myself, it's kind of hard to learn more about everything by myself. So if I have people along that are able to help me with giving me questions that might be able to answer, that kind of all works out. So this is 25 minutes long, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's very long and I'm sorry about that, but I just feel like I really wanted to express what was going on, and I feel like now I kind of expressed it to the best of my abilities. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. So I'll see you in the next update video. Bye.